was absolutely nothing we could do. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who escaped. Our expedition was on a mission exploring the catacombs. We went down to the lower levels, where no one had ventured for ages. Well, no one from Aelion anyhow. We opened the gates, entered the Great Hall, and that's when we were attacked. They killed some of my friends, and the others, they were dragged away to somewhere deep in their lair. Who could have known that man-tides were here? Maybe the others are still alive and we can rescue them. They are horrible monsters that no mere mortal has a chance against. I beg you, please hurry.
Rockfall! Look out! There's an altar in the center of the hall that dates back to Eli's strength, the
guess this is where the creatures came from. Be careful. There could be more up ahead.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I didn't expect to find anyone in this godforsaken place. Who are you? And what is it exactly brings you here? You may call me Marius. I am studying the great legacy of Eli. It is Laertes. Oh, few are left who remember that name now. But he spilled blood for our lands. I am one of the few who served him faithfully for many and many a year, oh yes. Laertes kept to himself. Not many were able to find common ground with him. He was a natural-born warrior and avoided friendly get-togethers. His favorite pastime was spending his days tracking down dangerous monsters. Laertes, he always hunted alone. One foul day, he simply disappeared without a trace. The few people that cared for him searched everywhere, but it was in vain. Well, the affairs of the gods are beyond our understanding. Shortly before he disappeared, Laertes surprised everyone by refusing to become a guardian. They say that other gods were offended by this. Oh, but listen to me prattling on. What am I saying? Perhaps it's not the time yet. I shouldn't be the one to tell you about this. Forgive me for confusing you with my babble. I'm afraid it's time for me to go. It's become too dangerous here in the ruins. I'm going to seek shelter at the Carrion Monastery. If you need me again, you can find me there.
I don't know what kind of creature this is, but it seems to be the leader.
about Laertes, I'm headed to the Divine Observatory. Let's meet there.
At this time, the invading forces are dispersed across several provinces.
How goes it? I've been to Lanber Chasm, looked all over the whole area, but found no trace of Laertes there. What? Laertes didn't want to become a guardian? He was a strange one. Oh, not much really. Some old fairy tales. Remember the legend of the frozen kraken? That's what it's about. Just imagine the power needed to freeze a huge chunk of the sea and keep it that way for so long. Well, at any rate, when it seems like the gods are losing, some ancient powers come to their aid. But what are those powers? Why and how do they come to the gods? I have no idea. The Guardians are very important. You know what? Rita probably knows more about them than we do.
The stories of your many feats have been reaching me from all the corners of Aelion. It's good to know that so many are willing to trust you with their lives. It's too early for you to know about that. Only those who have consistently proven their devotion to protecting Aelion are thus allowed to be privy to this hidden knowledge. Arm yourself with wisdom and patience. If you continue performing deeds for the glory of Aelion, then all will be clear to you in time.
That's good to know. Yes, feats. By the way, you can also talk to Asterius. Maybe he knows more? Unfortunately, I can't go with you at the moment. There's something I need to finish first. Let's talk later.
Hail and well met, friend. Been a while since you honored these walls with the cheer that comes with your presence. Tell me, what brings you here on this fine, wonderful day? Oh, well now, I see it's time for you to hear this winding tale full of mystery and speculation. You already know that invasions on the jewel that is Aelion have been happening again and again since the earliest twinkling of time. The great god Eli was able to fight them off for many years, and the planet was indeed safe. But then one day, Eli vanished. Yes, dark times followed his disappearance. The gods warred with one another, and then another invasion befell the planet. Who knows what would have become of this world if it weren't for luminaries, powerful spirits that came to our aid. Have some respect for the storyteller. That was the first occasion when the gods became the guardians. They came into great powers, albeit short-lived. But that thankfully proved enough to defeat the strongest enemy that Aelion had ever faced in its history. Even I, myself, do not have a complete knowledge of their origin, although I can make a sound guess or two. But we can continue our discussion about this and everything else related to the Guardian's history at a later time, if that's all right, when you get more knowledgeable.
The Immortals successfully fought off the attack on the town. Amazingly enough, they did it without you.
Glad to see you're improving. You can select another talent. This calls for a... No, there's no time for congratulations.
You're making progress. How about one more talent slot? Prove that you deserve it.
Attention, there's a new request in the Argus system.